Hey disc golfers. Um, I want to make a video about placement shots. Um, this information is probably more educational for intermediate players. It's good for beginners to know as well, and it's really just about being accurate with um, your disc golf game to lower your scores. Okay, for instance, in a hole like this, let's say you walk up to your local course, it's hole 1. Okay, you see that it's a par 4 and it's 600 feet. So most of us out here cannot throw 600 feet. There are some rare individuals that can throw rollers that long, or even air shots like Simon probably could throw 600 feet. But for most of us, let's say in my instance, I really max out my disc around 425 feet range. Okay, so walking up to this box, why would I um, throw a maximum distance shot when it most likely is going to place me behind a group of trees, which is going to make it difficult for me to do an upshot to the basket and get my par 3 birdie? The purpose of a placement shot on a hole like this, I would normally throw a very straight mid-range shot around 350 feet on a hole like this, because it's going to allow me to get a very easy upshot to the basket. Um, if you notice, from anywhere on this range, as long as I'm in the fairway, even if I pulled that disc off to the left a little bit, or left it dead straight, or even pulled it to the right a little bit, at this 350 foot range, any three of these spots, I have a relatively easy upshot to the basket. A slight anhyzer this way around these trees, or a relatively bigger hyzer or a bigger anhyzer from a spot like this, but still a lot of room to work. Or you might have more control on hitting a gap between the trees from this distance as well. But and then from this spot, a decent gentle hyzer around 250 feet is going to get you parked behind the basket, and an easy putt, and you're going to walk away with a birdie on a hole like this. Whereas if I would have maxed out and got a little greedy, I might have put myself in a position behind these three trees where I can't really get an upshot through the trees to the basket. I might have to be forced to lay up here so I'm in good position for my next upshot, and then I could park it and put it in for a par, which is it's a good score as well. But if you're going to want to lower your scores in disc golf, you need to think strategically more. And it's just, in my opinion, if you want low scores, that's the attitude that you're going to have to attack a lot of holes. Don't get me wrong, I still have fun out on a lot of courses, and I just rip discs. It's a lot of fun. Just if you're out there disc golfing like by yourself, which I am, 90% of the time, I throw that controlled shot for my first shot on the hole, and then I have a little fun and I get greedy, and I'll throw the riskier shots on my second or third shot, off the tee pad. But I never play the game from those shots. I always use it off the first very shot that I wanted, and that's how I play the game. That's how I practice. I take multiple shots. It's just might as well while you're there, in my opinion. You get to learn your bag a little bit better. You get to understand the stability of your disc a little bit better, because you're throwing multiple shots, which most of your discs are going to have different stabilities. So, I think that's about all I'm going to have to say about placement shots. It's pretty self-explanatory, but it's just, in my opinion, a very good strategy to have when you want to lower your scores. Is think about that controlled straight shot, or even if you pulled it to the left or to the right a little bit, you still have an easy upshot to the basket and walk away with a birdie instead of a 4. So just something to think about, and just a little information I want to spread out to all you disc golfers out there. Thanks.